Imagine a sprawling camp in the middle of a desert, thousands of years ago, where a whole nation, the Israelites, is on the move, chasing a promise of a new home. Today we're diving into a remarkable story from the Bible, found in Numbers chapter 27, verses 1 to 11. It's called The Daughters of Zelophehad. It's about 5 sisters who stood up for what was right and changed their world. This story is short, powerful, and full of courage, fairness, and hope. It's about ordinary people making a big difference, and it feels like it could speak to us today. Let's step into their world and see what makes this tale so special. Our story takes place during a pivotal time for the Israelites. They've been wandering in the desert for nearly 40 years, led by Moses after escaping slavery in Egypt. They're getting ready to enter the Promised Land, a place God said would be their new home. The land's going to be divided among the tribes, with each family getting a share to pass down through generations. It's a big deal. Land means security, a future, a legacy. But there's a catch. In those days, land was usually passed down through men fathers to sons. If you didn't have sons, your family's name could fade away, and your land might go to someone else. That's where our story begins. Enter 5 sisters, Mahlah, Noah, Hoglah, Milcah, and Tirzah. They're the daughters of a man named Zelophehad from the tribe of Manasseh. Their dad was a good man, part of the generation that left Egypt, but he died during the desert journey. Here's the problem. Zelophehad had no sons, only these 5 daughters. According to the rules back then, his family wouldn't get a share of the land because there was no male heir. That means the sisters and their family's legacy could be left with nothing, no land, no future, no place in the Promised Land. It's like working your whole life for a dream, only to be told it doesn't count because of a technicality. Now, these sisters aren't the type to just sit back and accept this. They're smart, bold, and they believe in fairness. They talk it over probably late at night, huddled in their tent, weighing their options. They could stay quiet, blend into the crowd, and let the system roll over them. But that's not who they are. They decide to do something unheard of. They're going to take their case straight to Moses. It's the leader of Israel, the guy who talks to God. This is a big deal. Women didn't usually speak up in public like this, especially not to challenge the rules. It's like walking into a courtroom today with no lawyer, no backup, just your own conviction. So, the sisters get ready. Let's picture them standing tall, maybe a little nervous but determined, as they head to the heart of the camp. They're not just fighting for themselves, they're fighting for their father's name, their family's future, and for what's right. They make their way to the tent of meeting, the place where Moses and the leaders gather. It's a busy spot. Elders, priests, and a crowd of people all around. The sisters step forward, all 5 of them, and ask for a chance to speak. The crowd probably goes quiet, wondering who are these women and what do they want. Mahlah, likely the oldest, takes the lead. She speaks clearly, respectfully, but with fire in her voice. Our father, Zelophehad, died in the desert, she says. He wasn't part of any rebellion against God. He was faithful. But he had no sons, only us. Why should his name disappear just because he didn't have a male heir? Give us a share of the land among our father's tribe. It's a bold request. They're not just asking for land, they're challenging the way things have always been done. They're saying, we deserve a place in this promise too. Moses listens carefully. He's a wise leader, but this is a new one. The rules don't have an answer for this situation. The crowd's probably whispering, some nodding, others skeptical. Moses doesn't make a snap decision. He says, let me take this to God. That's what makes Moses special. He doesn't rely on his own judgment. He goes straight to the source. He prays. Bring in the sisters' case before God, asking for guidance on what to do. God's response is clear and powerful. He says to Moses, the daughters of Zelophehad are right. You must give them land as an inheritance among their father's tribe. Their father's name will not be lost. God doesn't just stop there. He lays out a new rule. If a man dies without sons, his daughters can inherit his land. If there are no daughters, the inheritance goes to other relatives, keeping the family's legacy alive. It's a game-changer new law that ensures fairness for families without male heirs. The sisters win their case, and they get their share of the land in the Promised Land, securing their father's name and their future. The crowd probably erupts in chatter, some cheering, some amazed. The sisters, Mahlah, Noah, Hoglah, Milcah, and Tirzah, have done it. They didn't just get land, they changed the rules for everyone. Their courage and faith set a precedent that would help other families for generations. The Bible doesn't say much about what happens next, but we can imagine them returning to their tent, maybe hugging each other, relieved and proud, knowing they've made history. So, what's this story telling us? It's not a flashy tale with battles or miracles, but it's powerful in its own way. First, it's about courage. These 5 sisters stood up in a world where women's voices weren't often heard. They didn't let fear or tradition stop them. They believed in what was right and spoke up even when it was risky. It's like standing up for yourself at work or school when you know something is unfair, even if it means going against the grain. There's also a lesson about fairness. The sisters saw an injustice not just for themselves, but for their father's legacy and for others in the same boat. They didn't just complain, they took action, respectfully but firmly. God's response shows that He values justice too. He heard their case and made a change that rippled through the whole community. It's a reminder that speaking up for what's right can lead to bigger change than we expect. Another big takeaway is faith. The sisters trusted that God's promise of the land wasn't just for some people, it was for their family too. They went to Moses, knowing he'd take their case to God, and God showed up, proving He cares about every person, every family, no matter their situation. It's like a nudge for us. Do we trust that God sees us, even when the rules seem stacked against us? This story also highlights leadership. Moses didn't dismiss the sisters or make a quick call. He listened, took their requests seriously, and went to God for wisdom. That's what good leaders do. They hear people out and seek guidance when things get tricky. It challenges us to think, how do we respond when someone brings us a tough issue? Do we listen, or do we shut them down? The daughters of Zelophehad fit into the bigger story of Numbers, where the Israelites are learning what it means to be God's people. They're preparing for a new life in the Promised Land. And this moment shows that God's promise is for everyone, not just the powerful or the expected. These sisters weren't warriors or prophets. They were ordinary women who made a difference because they believed in justice and acted on it. Today, the story resonates. We all face moments when the system feels unfair when we're told, that's just how it is. The sisters inspire us to speak up, whether it's for ourselves or others. Maybe it's calling out a workplace policy that overlooks someone, or standing up for a friend who's being treated unfairly. Their story says that one voice or 5 can change things, especially when it's rooted in fairness and faith. And let's not forget God's role. He didn't just side with the sisters, He set a new standard for justice. It's a reminder that God's heart is for fairness, for including everyone in His promises. When we feel left out or overlooked, this story says God sees us and He's listening. The daughters of Zelophehad is one of those hidden gems in the Bible's short, but packed with courage and hope. It's about 5 sisters who stood up, spoke out, and changed their world for the better. It's a call to be brave, to fight for what's fair, and to trust that God cares about our struggles. If you want to read it for yourself, check out Numbers, chapter 27, verses 1 to 11. Think about it. What's your moment to stand up? How can you make a difference, big or small? Thanks for joining me on this inspiring journey through the Bible. Until next time, stay bold and take care.